What's up, everybody? I'm Jay, DCA Adventure, back again with another video, and today we're going to go over Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, possibly look at Link at the end. Everything's been on the move, but guys, if you like our content, please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want access to the DCA trading script, you need to join our Patreon group. Join my tier, Trading with the View, and by joining, you do get access to the trading script, any new ones that we make, and you will have access to the private room in the Discord where we have trading signals, general market talk and things of that nature. Guys, this is not financial advice. Trade at your own risk. Leverage trading is the fastest way to make money, fastest way to lose money. And like to give a shout out to HyperTrader. Use the most advanced yet user-friendly native desktop trading terminal that makes price discovery, technical analysis, and trading and portfolio management easy. I've been trading a lot of altcoins through HyperTrader. They are very great trading terminals. So guys, go over there, check it out. Link will be in the description. Use the referral code there. Lock in the 15% discount when they go live. That is at the end of the month. So we are creeping up on that time. Also, you guys want some DCA swag or any cryptocurrency swag in general, go over to Doge Lord Apparel. Check him out. He has got the best quality stuff and for decent prices. And with that being said, guys, we are over here on CoinGecko. Bitcoin has definitely had a nice little move here, and the alts have been moving very well too. So congrats to any of the guys holding any of the alt bags. But we do have market cap up 3.3% on Bitcoin with 292 billion, 24-hour volume at 50 billion. Dominance 60.5% on Bitcoin, which is, that's you know, if it's over 50, usually Bitcoin's going up, altcoins are going down, vice versa. So right now Bitcoin is going up. I'm sure we'll start to see some red altcoins, but you guys, once it starts to flip around there and the alts start going up, that is people taking profit from Bitcoin, moving them to alts. So you can kind of use that as an indicator in a way. But for Bitcoin, in the last hour, we are down 0.3%. Last 24 hours, we're up 2.1%. And in the last 7 days, 4.1%. So we are moving. If you guys did watch the last week's video, I did say that we're probably going to break to the upside. I did tell the guys in the Patreon that a big move was coming. We know this is not a big move for Bitcoin, but it has broken some major resistance areas and some major moving averages. So we will get into the charts here in a minute. Ethereum down 0.9% in the last hour, up 11.9% in the last 24, up 15.1%. There is some news of Ethereum. The banks are doing something with it. I did just read an article just right before I started the video. So go check out Wendio. I know that she just uploaded a video about what's going on with Ethereum. So go check that out. Definitely like and subscribe to her too as well. Let's go down here and look at Bitcoin Cash. Is down 1.1%, up 2.5%, up 5.2% in the last week. Cardano, man, disappointing. I thought Cardano would actually go on a nice little run, but you guys can see that we're down 0.6 in the last hour, up 2.3 in the last 24, and down 5% for the week. Chainlink has been just tearing it up. I've made some awesome trades with Chainlink, so have the guys in the Patreon. It's at $7.88. That's still, in my opinion, pretty cheap for Chainlink. It is down 0.9% for the last hour, up 6.6 in the last 24, and down 0.9 or 9.8 for the last week, which it's had some pretty decent moves. Litecoin down 0.6, up 2.7 for the last 24 hours, and up 4.2% in the last week. We've had some, IOTA went up 12.3%. That was pretty nice. That was a big run. MakerDAO up 15.3% in the last week. Digibyte, Ralph Cooper, always killing it with that, up 22.2% for the last week. Kyber Network, only 0.5. I kind of like Kyber Network a little bit. Not financial advice again. Algorand, 16.3. So, you know, a lot of alts, you know, it's definitely altcoin season. They've been going on some nice runs. Makes me wish I would have held a lot more altcoins. UMA up on number 66 on CoinGecko, and they have went on a 69.4% run for the week. Not sure what this is, guys. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments what it is. I have no idea. First time hearing about them. Ooh, Kusma, this one, KSM, never heard of this either. Up another 70%, and this is number 82 on CoinGecko. So, I mean, obviously they're decent projects. I've just never heard of some of these. Using HyperTrader, though, shameless shill again, but using HyperTrader, I'll probably look into this, especially if they're trading on Binance right now. They make it easy to scan through different altcoins and make it faster and very convenient, for sure. That's the only reason why I'm trading them right now. Usually it's just, for me, it's inconvenient to have to sign into Binance and go through all the crap, and the UI on Binance I really don't like that much either. It's especially for newer people. I could see how it's a little bit frustrating and hard to navigate your way around Binance. So maybe we'll make a video and I'll show you guys how to work Binance good and how to go through Binance margin, the futures, and all that good stuff, because it can be complicated and confusing at times. You got a million different wallets, and you got to transfer to this one to get to that one, to trade with this one, and so maybe that'll be in the books. I am, guys, working on a video of the top 5 best lending / interest platforms for your crypto. So if you're not into trading too much, or you just got a little chunk that you want to set off to the side to gain interest every week, we're going to do a video about the platforms, and I got some good ones. You can either loan your crypto and make interest off it that way, or you can put it in a high interest account and leave it sit, and then you'll be paid out every 7 days. But that'll be next week's video. It's just taking a little time. I really want to go in depth and get all the best information I can, really use them. The ones that I'm going to show, a few of them I already have accounts with and have money in, or crypto in, but there is a couple I'd like to talk about, and I need to try them out first. So be ready for that, guys. Make sure you come in on Thursday and check it out when we do the premiere. Alright, guys, that was CoinGecko. That's all we're going to go over with that. But yeah, you can see the alts are running, so you know, it's all about scanning them, find a good setup. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about with Bitcoin is the Fear and Greed Index. This is an indicator that a lot of guys use to tell where the market is at a certain point in time. And I am not 100% convinced that this is a bull run. Yes, we have broken some very major resistances and broken some major moving averages. It all depends on what happens and you know, with the pullback, and we'll get into that. But what the Fear and Greed Index is telling us is typically when an asset has a big run and it's taken off, FOMO will set in. And when FOMO sets in, and that is fear of missing out, people are either going to run into the asset or they're going to panic sell and get out of the asset. With the Fear and Index indicator, it is now on greed. So basically what it's telling us is we've had a big pump. People are starting to FOMO in and are trying to catch gains off of this pump. And this is typically where you're going to see the floor fall out from underneath of it, and we're going to have a sharp pullback. And that's usually, you know, wipes everybody out. Big time liquidations. Exchanges make millions and billions of dollars off of moves like this. So typically when the greed indicator, when the Fear and Greed Index is showing greed, you might want to think about getting ready to get out of said asset. Now this one is showing for Bitcoin. Yesterday you can see that it was at neutral. It went up 55 points from yesterday to today, and that was at neutral. Last week it was fear, and we do the complete opposite. Typically when it says fear, that's when big time investors, traders, whatever, are having doubts, and that's when we want to be looking to buy. That's creating a good buying opportunity. If you just type in Fear and Greed Index into your Brave browser, it's going to bring you, this is the very first one that popped up. So what is it called? Alternative. Find sustainable software. It's a decent website. I've used it a couple times. Down here we have the it's a 1-year plot, and you can see that back here, let's see, we are at the point of 55 on the Fear and Greed. So every time you guys could see that we got up in here into the 50s and the 55 area, we had the nice drops. We might have went sideways for a little bit and then dropped. Back here we got up to 55, drop. 55 area, drop. So that's why I'm not saying this is 100% why, but it's one of the reasons why I am not convinced that this is time to take off and throw everything into Bitcoin right now. We always want confirmation, guys. I'm going to show you what to look for to find the confirmation on this move, and hold tight. Don't get FOMO. Don't think you're going to miss out. What we want to see is a nice pullback, and you want to get in on the pullback as long as it validates as support. And again, we'll dig into that here in a minute. But I just wanted to show you guys this Fear and Greed Index so you can come back here and kind of reference this. Back here we got up to, that was up to 66 area. Yeah, 66, then a drop. But typically right between the 55-60 area, a lot of times where we got to. Here on February 7th, we got up to 56, had a nice little correction down to the 52, went back up to 63. So just be watching for it. If you could draw a line of resistance across here, I would say that we're testing resistance right now on the Fear and Greed. I'll click off of that. Let's see, which Bitcoin chart do we want to start with here? Okay, let's start with our monthly, I guess. I just wanted to show you here on the monthly the channel that I had drawn in here. We did break that back in May, June, July. We still have 8 days, 5 hours left in this monthly candle. As long as we can close above the channel and above $9,000, I think this is bullish in my opinion. And if we do come down, we want to use this trend line, the top of it, or this support line right where they meet. We want to see that validate as support, and if it does validate and we do hold up there on the monthly, that again is very, very bullish. So there are tons of bullish signs today, which again with crypto and Bitcoin, that's it kind of makes me want to go the opposite way. Typically, if you guys watched last week's video, we did talk about a 2-day golden cross on the 2-day chart. We did get that. It did pump. We'll go over there and have a look, but I wanted to show you this monthly here and kind of what I'm looking at. We did break out of the channel here. I guess if you wanted to draw a triangle in here, you could now. Big bull flag. I've showed you guys that on the monthly chart. We can, let's get this here. So we're redrawing the flag. We did move the trend line up. Okay, so this is a redrawn flag. We'll get rid of this support here. Get rid of this one here. So you guys can see that, you know, if we break above this line, and we definitely want to close above it, and we want to come back, test that as support. If we come back inside this flag right here, we break back down into that 21-month moving average. That's all the way down at the 7,500 area. Very, very possible that that happens. We'll show you on the weekly here. We'll go to the weekly chart. I'm looking at the 50-week moving average, the 21-week moving average, and the 50-day moving average. So pretty much the 50 and the 21 on the higher time frames, on the weekly and the daily, the 2-day. Those are the places where I'm watching for a pullback and where we need to see it validate as support. Bitcoin must respect these lines in order for us to have a chance. I have, and a lot of people that know me know that I don't watch other people's technical analysis and stuff like that. It's not because I think I'm better. I just don't want it to screw with any of my emotion or any way that I am currently trading this. I have a plan. I want to stick to my plan. You go watching 50 other people, and none of those 50 people are going to say the same thing. It'll get you all screwed up. But I did watch a video here earlier, and a guy was saying that if we break the 9,500 that we are in a new uptrend. I want to disagree. I still think 10.5. Until we break 10.5, we can't say we're in a new uptrend. So you guys take that with a grain of salt. Whatever you guys you know, feel. Everybody does technical analysis different. Everybody trades different. You know, I trade patterns a lot, and I trade moving averages. First thing you should be doing every day is figuring out what the market structure is, and then you need to be figuring out what the candles are telling you, and then, you know, include your plan, and make sure you're using risk management. You're putting stop losses in and stuff like that. If you guys are not just willy-nilly running in and jumping in a position to be in a position, you're entering your positions and you're exiting positions at key points on the chart. You have better chances of being you know, successful in winning that trade. So this is a monthly triangle. You guys want to draw this on your monthly chart, keep it on there, have a look at it, reference it. Like I said, we only have 8 days left in the closing candle. So if we can stay above this trend line right here, that would be bullish. This is would be considered a longer term trend. You draw a short term trend in there. We have broken that. We'll go over on the weekly. I'll show you. Is that the monthly? Okay, here on the weekly, we got a nice bull flag formation. We are breaking the trend line here. This is a long-term trend. We are breaking it right now. A close above 9,500 is super, super bullish in my opinion. Has to get above that trend line, and we got to keep that as support. That's the only way this is going to have a chance. And it very well could come back, and when it comes back to test as support, let's say we come up to another one here, and we come back down, we could very well break back through that line and plummet all the way down. And I'm looking at the 50-day. I've taught the guys in the Patreon. I'm telling you guys now, I've said this in a lot of videos on how we're trading these moving averages on the higher time frames. This 50-day moving average is above the 21, it's above the 200, and it's above the 100. And these 50 weekly moving average, I'm sorry, I kept saying daily. The 50 weekly is above all the other ones I'm trading with. So anytime we test it, I'm going to be looking for a longing opportunity right there. Obviously, guys, I do try to short the tops on the pumps, but when we do get the big dumps, once we dump all the way back down to that 50-day, that's where I'm not shorting anymore. I'm going to try to knock off a long. It's best to try to take the long at the 50 weekly, 50 daily, whatever time frame you're on, and place your stop just a little bit below it. Even then the 21, if we break that 50, then be looking for the 21, and that is down at the 8,200. Looks like that 21 is starting to turn up, so it may cross over that 50, and we may just keep on pumping, guys. With the coin shortages, with the digital dollar being talked about in the government, it's getting a lot of people starting to look into what the digital dollar really is, and it's bringing crypto up, and people are like, oh, what's this Bitcoin stuff? And I think that's why we're kind of seeing a trend now. We are starting to, if you look on Google Trends, Bitcoin has been steadily headed down. It kind of rounded out. Now it's starting to pop back up a little bit. So we are getting more people interested, guys. And the more people that find crypto, that find Bitcoin, you know, this whole coin shortage may be a good leg to stand on, as far as, you know, maybe it is time for a bull run. Maybe we will have a nice little run. maybe it'll be short-lived. You know what I'm saying? It just all depends, guys, how everything goes. Again, I've said it last video, said it last couple. With the economy, with how things are going, you would think that the coin shortage and all that would be a good catalyst for Bitcoin to take off. I'm not there yet. Until we get past that 10.5, I'm still bearish on Bitcoin. Overall, I'm bullish on cryptocurrency, but short term right now, yes, we're pumping, and you're an idiot, Jay. We're pumping. We're going to the moon. Well, we'll see, guys. If we get a few certain things to happen, we get our close, we get our retest of support, and it validates and respects it. We'll see. But if you guys join that Patreon, you're going to know as soon as it happens. I'll be letting you guys know. I'll be right in there. Be giving a hand on what I'm doing. You don't necessarily got to do it the way I do it, but I will alert you, and you will know something's coming. We did say last week in the Patreon that I said I was expecting a move, and I did say I expected it to break to the upside. I guess I was right. But I don't think it's gonna hold. It all depends. That is a pretty nice flag there on that weekly time frame, though. I mean, it's you can't get no better than that. You can see down here on the DCA oscillator that we have tons of room left yet on the momentum waves to come up and get into that oversold area, or overbought area. I'm sorry. We did get the bullish divergence down here on the weekly, and so far it has been it's been playing out. It's been playing out perfect. Dang it. We got the bullish divergence right there, and that was right off at 200-week moving average, and then we got the takeoff. So I'm watching this 21 moving average, my purple line, and that 50-week moving average, that blue line. That's the most important ones I'm watching right now. You can even go down lower and go to a 20. You can go to a 9-week. The lower you go, the faster the moving average is, the more accurate it'll be. Higher time frames, I put more weight into those. As you can see with the 21-week, we do tend to hug that line very good. But definitely be looking to long down here at the 50-week moving average, guys. And if it does break there, you got your stop in to save you. Be looking to long again down here at that 21-week. And you guys can see, if get rid of this script down here to make some room. So this blue line up here is a long-term trend line, okay? This is a long-term trend line we've been following, or been testing. You can see that we did test a bunch of times back here, and you can go in and you can draw a short-term trend line, which is kind of what we had like this. Bring it down here, make a couple more touches. So this would be your short term, this is your long term, so try not to get short term and long term confused as far as your trends. We broke the short term trend a while back, you know, months and months and months ago, and been kind of riding on top of it. We are peaking above the long term right now, so we'll see what happens. It's just a matter of time. How long we got left in the weekly? 3 days and 5 hours. So 3 days, 5 hours, guys. We need to be above 9,500. My partner Astro Park, he put some good TA over there in Crypto Mentors. I did forget, I think, to say something about the Discords, but yeah, all the Discord links will be in the descriptions. Mine is Crypto Mentors. You guys want trading bots, any of that stuff, go in there, check them out. DCA has trading bots too. Check those out. They're free right now for the Patreon guys, so get in there and join Patreon. It's cheap and you get all kinds of good stuff, good tools. Same with Crypto Mentors. We got trading script for any trading style out there, all kinds of different ones. And what's cool is all of our scripts have alerts, they have manuals, they have videos. You know, we'll go one-on-one with you, teach you how to use a certain one. If you want one custom made for yourself, let us know. We can do that too. We can make you one just for you. You will be the only one that has that trading script. So get into Crypto Mentors, check us out. Astro Park, he is a software developer. He does that for a living, and he is one of the best coders that I know. So if whatever you guys want, if it can be done on TradingView, he can do it. Alright, let's go over here to our 2-day chart. This is where I talked to you guys last week about the golden cross, and you can see that we got it. That's when the 50 period moving average crosses over the 200 period moving average. And we got it, and immediately, well, not immediately, but right after it crossed, we started the pump. You guys can see that we do have the long-term trend line up here, and then we have our short-term trend here. See how it's drawn different? Well, we broke the short-term trend, and we just broke that long-term trend. So if this thing stays the way it is and we close above that 2-day long-term trend right there, above the 9,500, very bullish again in my opinion. We do have a nice area of support starting from 91, 9,200 area all the way down to the 89, $8,800 area. If we were to pull back, we need it to bounce off this line of support here at 93.60, 9,400. It has to validate there. That's also right where that 21 period moving average is. So it very well may act as support right there and hold us up. That is a nice area of support. You guys go back, you can see that old support turns into new resistance, support, resistance, resistance. So now it should turn into support. Obviously, guys, if something bad would happen and we do break that 21 period moving average and we dip down here to the 50 period, that's right at the 9,100. That puts us back at the short-term trend there. So hopefully we would hold a support there. And if that was to not hold up and it would break, which it would take a lot of volume, I think, because we do have a big area of support there. We're coming right down to the bottom of our support at the 200 period moving average, is right around the $8,800, $8,900 area. And draw this flag, this triangle. I know it looks like there's a lot of shit on there right now. We'll pull some of that off. We can hide all these moving averages. This is the short-term trend that I had drawn on there. Drawing a new trend line like this. Something like that. And then I take my horizontal line and I just use it and shoot it straight across. That way you can follow it all the way over. And I tend to change my colors. I use my supports as blue buy zones, resistance as my red sell zones, and this is how I leave my chart, and this is how I will determine how I'm going to trade this, by what happens here. You know, if I just showed you guys on the daily or on the 2-day, I showed you on the weekly, and I showed you on the monthly what lines and what trend lines that we need to stay above. I showed you what moving averages to be watching and what to do with them. If we break through the bottom of them moving averages, if we was to come back down, break through the trend line, the long-term trend here, and break down through the 21 period, then you want to be looking for the retest back to the 21 as resistance, and then that's where I'd be trying to short once we got underneath of it. This is why I'm telling you guys not to FOMO in right now and say, oh my god, Bitcoin's going to take off, I better get in here and buy right now. Because there's no confirmation yet that we are even on a run. We're just pumping right now, guys, so just hold your horses, calm down a little bit, watch and wait for the confirmation. Wait for 1 day and 5 hours if you're trading a 2-day chart and you want that confirmation that we close above this trend line. Same if you click back to a 1 day. Or we haven't even looked at the 1 day, so we'll look at it now. So our 1 day chart, same thing. We want to close above 9,500. If anything, when we do get a pullback, I'd be looking for a pullback to the 93, 9,400. It has to stay above that. We have to validate that as support. If it doesn't hold up, then Bitcoin's going to fall right back down on its face. And you guys can see that on the 1 day, the 21-day moving average is creeping up there, and it may cross that 50-day moving average. If that does, that's a very bullish sign too. We may get a nice big pump after that. I'll show you down here what happens when the 21 crosses the 50. 21's the purple line, crosses above the 50, the blue line, and then that's just it's a nice big run. And we have the same thing back here. 21 crosses over the 50, we get a nice big run every single time, guys. So be ready for it. Have that 1 day chart pulled up, have your 50-day moving average on there, your 21-day moving average. Watch them. If you see them cross, you got the 21 crossing over the 50, be ready for it to pump up there. It's going to start moving. It'll start moving. I'm not 100% with it right now, and until we get to close and we can validate any kind of support. As long as we stay above that 50-day moving average, I think that we're bullish and that we will be okay. But if anything happens and when we go below it, then I'm back to big time bear. So keep an eye on this, guys. 50-day, 21-day moving average. We can check a 4-hour chart out. Now guys, DCA, we do have a really nice script. It is the EMA ribbon. I tend to trade with it a lot more along with these moving averages on here, but the EMA ribbon is exponential moving averages. They're calculated a bit different. But you can put the ribbon on here and basically trade off the ribbon. When we're above the ribbon is acting as support. So when we come back down to test the ribbon, longing opportunity. Vice versa, when we go under the ribbon now becomes resistance. And every time we come back up and test the ribbon as resistance, then that is a shorting opportunity. The higher the time frame, the more weight that you're going to put into the EMA ribbon. I will pull it up and show it to you guys real quick. We're going to have to click off. Let's get rid of the 100 moving average. My scripts. Needs a little bit of time to... There it goes. Go into settings. I turn the buy sell signals off. I don't use them. I don't want them screwing with me. I buy when I want to buy. I sell when I want to sell. I don't. Those are just to help new guys kind of get an idea. So you can see that we are above the ribbon. The top of the ribbon starts right at 94.86, 9,500. So it would not surprise me, fellas and ladies, to see a drop back down to the top of the ribbon there on a 4-hour chart. If you're looking left here on the chart and we draw us a line of resistance, let's see here, right around in there, boom. We are testing resistance on the 4-hour, and we do got quite a bit there. So we need to see volume pick up. The more volume, obviously, the better. It's going to keep us going. But if we can get up here to the 96, 97, and Astro Park damn near nailed it to the dollar. He was expecting a run to here, so I'm quite interested to get in the Discord, see what he did, see his profit on that. Congratulations, brother. You did good. That was a good call. And if we're looking at the 4-hour, the 50 period moving average is crossing over that 200 period. That could be a sign of another pump. It's starting to cross right now. Got 20 minutes left in this candle. We'll see what's going to happen. Possibly come back down. This is not, I guess that is a decent area of support too. Starting to look over there. It's right around in here. So a drop back down to the 9,500 area short term is possible. Again, guys, I'm looking for the higher term trades here. Going back to the day, I'm looking for the retest of the 50-day moving average, right around 93, 9400, before I will try to long there. I do believe I am short right now. I'd have to check and see if my position got picked up or not. But that's where we're looking at on Bitcoin. Just stay frosty, guys. I don't want nobody to get liquidated or get screwed out of a bunch of money because you FOMO'd in and thought that you know, we're going to the moon. Let's wait for the confirmation. Like I said, there's tons and tons of bullish marks across the board. There's tons and tons of people screaming that it's going to the moon. That's when I start doubting everything and I start preparing myself. Just looking at the chart, you can see there's just big areas of resistance all through here. So we need to see the volume pick up before you want to start getting excited. Let's go over and we'll take a look at Ethereum, Litecoin, maybe look at gold, Fly, ETH/USD. And be really careful with ETH too, guys. There's big news on Ethereum, so there's going to be people FOMOing into this. And if you guys notice on a 4-hour chart, this looks almost identical to the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. Same type of deal. There is a ton of support back down here at the $250, $240 mark. And we got a little bit of support over here at the 268. But Ethereum about got to 300. I think it might have a little bit more in her, and we might just see it pop up there to the $300 mark. 267. We'll take a look at it on a higher time frame. Let's look at a 2-day. So for Ethereum, the 2-day golden cross, it confirmed. We got it. We got the pump. I'd be watching for a double top on Ethereum. You could probably say that it was a double top right now. I'm looking at these over here. You want to see it make a higher high. If we can get higher than this over here, then be watching for another move up again to make another higher high. When we start making lower lows, then obviously we're going to be looking for the breakdowns. For me, I'm probably going to end the video and short this right here, not financial advice, and possibly ride it back down to the 248, 249, somewhere's around in there. We got the 50, 221. Turn that EMA ribbon off for a second. You can see that we're using that 21 period. It's acting as very tight support right there. So even a drop back down to the 240 area is very possible. Be looking for that. If it does, and you are looking at a 2-day chart and you're trading this, try to long that around the $240 mark. Put your stop right below that 21 period moving average. Same with the 50. That's the next area I'm looking at is the 50, and you can see it on the chart. Right here's resistance. This is old resistance. Turns into support, and that turns into resistance. So if it drops back down here, that 50 should act as support right around the 222. I'd be trying to long it there if it broke the 21. If we go to a daily, and we got the 21 cross the 50, good reason to pump. That's a very bullish sign. Can we stay above here though? We got to close. If we can get a close above the 250, 260, very bullish. It could continue to go. I don't see it, guys. I don't see the volume. I don't think the volume is going to come in on this. Like I said, we might get back up here right around to 280, 300, somewhere around in there. I'll definitely be trying to short that area. And I'm going to be looking for the pullbacks. The pullbacks to the 21 and the 50. You see here we get a nice big run up. And then what happens? We pull back to the 21. Pull back to the 21. Every time we pulled back there, boom, take a long position. Hit pumps, exit. Pulls back to the 21, take a long position. Can do this over and over and over again. It'll work until it doesn't work, guys. And when it doesn't work, you better have your stop loss inside of the 21. If you're longing at the top of the 21, put your stop inside of it. If it comes back inside, tags you out, no big deal. You didn't lose a ton because you just freaking killed it on every single one of them trades right there. You could have long positioned that every single time we got close. And then we're looking, look here. You come up, we're testing as resistance. When we're underneath, I'm looking for shorts. We come up, we test, boom, I enter short. I probably would have taken profit early here, in all honesty, guys. I'd have been looking at that 50-day for profit taking, and we got down there. I probably would have taken profit. As soon as we broke it and went past it, I would have went short again. And it just works out great. You would come back up to the 21. I would have tried to have probably shorted that right there. Got stopped out. We get back up here to the 50. I'm going short at the 50. I don't too much trade the 200 moving average on the daily that often. I basically just have that there to look for my golden crosses and my death crosses. But you can. You know, just price doesn't always respect the 200 as much as it does the faster moving averages. But you can see every time there, we tested the 50 once. You could have shorted. That would have been 1, 2, 3 decent trades right there you could have had. And then, you know, you would have tried it all through here. You would have got a couple nice trades through there. This is a daily chart, guys, so that might not look like big moves, but these are decent moves for scalp trading. You would have got all the way down to here. You would have tried to short again. Stop right up here to save you. I mean, guys, it's pretty easy once you get into rhythm and you trade the moving averages and you watch them constantly. Once you know what's going on a little bit, you get to feel. And then once we break above the 50, then obviously I'm going back over to the 21. Get into Patreon. I will show you guys how to do this. We can do a one-on-one. I will sit down with you. We can do some live trading if the setup is there. I have no problem doing that at all with you guys. Alright, let's head over to Litecoin. Well, let's see what the absolute highest high we could get maybe with Ethereum. I'm thinking 300 is probably going to be about, yeah, right around 300 bucks is probably going to be my top, I'd say. Anywhere from 280 to 300. 310, somewhere around in there. That's doable, I'd say. I mean, it would take some crazy volume to get us back up into this area, into the 400s. So I'm definitely going to be looking for shorts around 300, 280. I might be doing it now. It just depends on what the candles are telling me when I get off of here. Let's go over to Litecoin, have a look at it. Litecoin on the daily. You know, Litecoin's due for a run. It hasn't ran in a long time. We're getting the 21 crossing the 50-day moving average. Very bullish sign on Litecoin. Stretch this up. We got 4 hours left. We don't want to see this candle end up like that. If that candle ends up being a doji candle, I'd be looking for shorts. And we are at a big area of resistance right now on Litecoin, so I may try to scalp a short trade right here. But I am paying attention to the cross. This is definitely a bullish. We could get going. I'd like to see a pump back up here to the 200-day moving average at $50. We've been calling $50. For a long time. Last few times we've charted Litecoin on the daily, that's the high. I'm looking to short right there. Again, it's going to take a lot of volume to get Litecoin back up there and even farther. So we get the crosses down here, guys, and the 21 does cross that 50. Be looking for a retest. When we want to see a retest and hold support here. If we can hold support at the 50 or the 21, then we still got a chance to move up. Normally, if we break underneath of those and we close underneath of those, we tend to get real big dumps. So keep that in mind. Always be conscious. I like trading with moving averages because it's so easy to predict what's going to happen. You know, it crosses one way, it's bullish. It crosses the other way, it's bearish. And if you can set your trades up right at the moving averages and put your stops behind them, or however, whichever way you're trading, tend to work out a lot better than they don't. So those are easy, profitable trades. I've been trading Phemex a lot, guys. We have gold on there, so link for that will be in the description. I also trade on Bybit. Link for that is in the description. Bybit just emailed me yesterday. They have some giveaway stuff for me. I'm just waiting to hear back from them, so I will let you guys know. Well, first I'm going to let the Patreons know about it before anybody else. That way they can get the benefits now instead of having to wait. So if you guys are interested in something like that, get in that Patreon. But using any one of my links down there for Phemex or Bybit, you will get a sign-on bonus. You'll get a deposit bonus, and Bybit gives you cheaper trading fees. And Bybit has insurance. Super awesome. Hedge your position, so that way even if it does go not the way you're expecting, you're still going to make out. I like Phemex because there's different accounts that you can have in one main account. You can have different sub accounts. That way you can hedge against different trades. You can do different things. You might be really high up into profit on a long and you see a shorting opportunity, but you don't expect it to be a huge dump. You can go into your sub account, take the short, make your money off that while still letting your long ride. Super awesome. It's kind of like what the insurance is on Bybit. So if you're super high up in profit on Bybit, you buy the insurance while you're in profit. It covers the margin used and it covers your profit. So as soon as it starts to go down a little bit, you will start making money off the insurance. It's not a bad deal. You're only paying 20% of your position for the insurance. So you're getting a stop loss that is the size of your liquidation, versus if you would just put a regular 20% stop in there, you only get, maybe $100, $50 before you're stopped out. So it's and you don't get paid nothing. You just lost whatever your fees are. But yeah, guys, get in there. The links, like I said, will be down in the description. I would greatly appreciate you using them. This is the only way I make money. I don't make money off the Patreon per se. I don't make money off of too much of selling anything in my Crypto Mentors Discord. Most of the money that I get, and I'm able to continue to do this, is by you guys using my affiliate links. So I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go over and look at gold, because they're on Phemex, and you guys need to go over there and trade gold because it's been having some pretty good runs too. Let me see here. Go to stock. Up CDF. As you guys can see, 1886, yeah. That's a pretty good run for gold. It's been steadily going up since all this COVID crap. I mean, steadily going up. We did get a golden cross way back here, January, 2019. January 17th, 2019, and ever since then it has been on a steady incline upwards. Every time we came down and tested that 21 moving average was a longing opportunity. Longing opportunity. Like I said, guys, it works till it doesn't. So when we get, and then if we break the 21, I look at the 50. But any one of them through here would have been a decent trade. Any one of those. This one here, this is where they get you. I definitely would have taken the short. Had a nice M pattern play here. I always try to play those patterns. But yeah, I would have definitely taken profit a little early on this, and wouldn't have gotten to reap the benefits of this here. But hey, guys, profit is profit. I don't get greedy. I always wait for the next setup. You don't need to trade to just be in a trade. Get in the Patreon. I will teach you what you need to do. I'll try to help you be patient. I will show you the signs and how to get a button down plan. Without that, you try to just go in and do this on your own. I'm not saying that you can't learn it on your own, but you are going to pay with the bumps and bruises. You will pay for sure. You are not going to learn and not lose money. I've already done all the hard crap. I've done all the heavy lifting. I've lost a lot of money. I've made a lot of money. I've taken a bunch of bruises and bumps. You guys don't need to take that. Spare yourself the headache and the hard time. Get in the Patreon. Check us out. Go over, join Crypto Mentors. Check out Astro Park. Myself, we do signals over there, trading bots. What else have we got? Any kind of different trading tools as far as indicators and scripts. We have everything everywhere, both Discords, DCA and Crypto Mentors. And the DCA, you got all the guys mining over there too. So if you're interested in mining or anything of that nature, get in there and ask them guys questions, because they're very, very knowledgeable about that kind of stuff. Sounds like Chinese talk to me, but them guys, they explain stuff in a way you can grasp it and pick it up. So check them out. So on gold, I'd like to see a retest of 1800. I'd probably try to long there. Stop loss below that. 21-day moving average. Let's see how much information they got there. Could be one humongous cup and handle. That's what I have drawn here. And I did that back in August of 19. So that's basically what, in a nutshell, what this pattern was here on the daily. I can't squeeze it in anymore, but this is pretty much a big cup and handle move. And you can see here where this is the cup and it made the handle. Little patterns like that will help you guys out tremendously. You have no idea. We're going to roll out here onto the week on gold. There you go. You can see the cup and handle a little bit better there on a weekly time frame. Again, that 21-week moving average, that's all the way down at the 1700. So that's very possible throughout the week. We do have the resistance here, which will turn into support. It's very possible we come back down there. I'm going to be looking to long this, guys. I've been trading the crap out of gold on Phemex. The price here on TradingView and the price on Phemex are really close. But you can just go to Phemex and use the charting on Phemex and all the indicators there. It's all TradingView. They use TradingView stuff. So you can get an accurate read on gold through Phemex. You may not be able to find Phemex/gold chart on TradingView, but you can just go right to the app and chart it right through there. But yeah, we're at all-time highs. You can kind of see that we are at a double top here on the weekly. Definitely probably a good shorting opportunity. We got 1 day, 3 hours left in gold. So it's possible, guys. I would probably try to short gold right here. That is a nice double top. I'm probably for sure. There's a couple trades I want to do now doing this, so we're going to cut the video here, guys. But I hope you enjoyed today's information. And please, if you have any questions at all, you're interested in trading, you're tired of losing money, you want to learn a strategy, you need a script made for you for trading your own style, you want something done so you can sell it, we can do that for you. Use the links in the description. Sign up for Bybit, sign up for Phemex. I really appreciate that. Go check out HyperTrader. If you guys like to trade altcoins, you can trade multiple different exchanges, multiple different assets, all at the same time from one place. Super awesome. So with that being said, guys, stay safe, wash your hands. I will see you in a couple hours at the premiere of this video, and we will see you again Friday.